Hello and welcome to the St. Charles Realtors Legislative Update. We are pleased to have with us today St. Charles Mayor Sally Faith. Mayor Faith, thank you for being here.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
Glad to have you here at Realtor Headquarters. First, I want to thank you for your years of service to the community in St. Charles County, both here in the city and in the Missouri Legislature.
Appreciate that.
And you're welcome. And you have always been a great proponent of private property rights and the positions of the Realtor Party, and we want to thank you for that support.
It's an important issue and it needs to be maintained. Yeah.
Thank you. So, Mayor, what's happening in St. Charles that our realtors should be interested in?
Well, let me talk about a few projects. The first one is the Villages of Provence, which was the Emmaus home property.
Mm-hmm.
There are four home builders, and I'm looking at my notes so I make sure I get the information right.
That's fine.
In the subdivision, it's McKelvey, Fisher and Fritchell, Consort, and Payne family homes. And they have, as of now, approved 251 single-family homes and 180 multifamily units.
Awesome.
that are approved. But also, it is good. It's just great. And also, an important part of this project is that we will extend North Duchesne down to Melwater Parkway. And I think there'll be a dedication or a ribbon cutting or something probably in the next 3 to 4 weeks. But it goes all the way through from Randolph, and it goes through this development, Provence, and comes down the hill. And if you go down Melwater Parkway, you can see right up the hill and there's a lot of new houses there. So that's exciting.
That is exciting.
Now, another area that we have is the Edward Rose Apartments. They are, when you come down Frieden's Road to towards the River Road and Parkway and Arena Parkway, this was, I remember 6 years ago, this was approved. Now, you know, there's a time limit on it. Of course, the economy turned down.
Certainly.
And they weren't going to do it there. Well, they're doing it now. And their
Great.
first building is done, and you can see it right off when you come down the River Road, South River Road. It'll be 252 apartments in 13 buildings.
Wonderful.
And the buildings will either be 2 or 3 story, and I think the first one that's done is 3 stories. I drive by, I think that's what I remember seeing. And the apartments will be called River Crossing. Construction is there, and that first building is there. And I was talking to a administrator of the office, and was told that they are 1 bedroom up to 3 bedroom, and I believe the 1 bedroom starts around $1,100. And then the 3 bedroom is up around between $1,600 and $1,800 a month.
Wonderful.
So they're nice quality, and they'll have
Right.
a lot of amenities that will go to it.
Right.
Now, certainly my favorite topic is Highway 70
Yes.
and 5th Street. And so that is really coming. I believe it's June the 19th or the 16th, one of those days, that there'll be a ribbon cutting of 5th Street to get it officially
Right.
open. So
Right.
that was a 16-month project, and it
Finished
will
ahead
be
of
done.
schedule, I believe.
Yes, it did.
Yes.
And so that's great. I know it's been a long 16 months for some people and a short
Yes.
one for others. And then, of course, we're doing the diverging diamond at 70 and Highway 70 and 5th Street. Now, the Fairgrounds overpass will be demolished, and a new overpass will be put up for the project. And that new overpass in time will continue over to Frieden's Road and come down so you can get to 364 access. So we've had some public hearings. I think the last one on that was this week. And then, of course, Streets of St. Charles, the P.F. Chang's will be opening probably in a couple of weeks, somewhere around first part or mid-June. And then the Firebird, which is behind, the building behind, they're still under construction.
Right.
And they will, it's a huge building.
And that's another restaurant.
It is. It's
Right.
another restaurant, and it's, I've talked to people that have gone there, and it's more like an upscale steakhouse and good food, and they have a lot of space there, so I think it'll be a really, really good thing. And then the hotel.
Right, yeah, how big will the hotel be?
It'll be 180, I think it's 189, I just say 180 rooms.
Wonderful.
And it is, so if you're looking at direction, then if a Pyology is here and Highway 70 is back here,
Mhm.
then Pyology is facing this way and the hotel is over here and it's gonna face the river.
Wonderful.
So it'll have a front and a back. The front and the back have to both look good. You don't have a better front door
Right.
than you do a rear door. And then in front of that hotel going towards the river also is the two-story garage. One story will be underground and the other one will be on top, so that there's plenty of parking for the hotel. And they're looking at mid-July of 2017 to have it open and going, and they really are going well on it.
I have to tell you, Mayor, we had as you know, we had our state realtor meetings here in St. Charles last month.
Uh-huh,
And I can't tell you how many wonderful comments I heard about the streets of
Good.
St. Charles.
good.
Several people went there to Prosno's and other
Uh-huh.
restaurants, and it just full of great comments from all over the state of Missouri.
That's wonderful. There are some other stores or retail coming in on the lower level. They are, it's just a great place to go and to
It
be
is.
around. And parking is at a challenge, but I would say, like to say while I'm talking, is that, first of all, they have free valet.
Mhm.
Second of all, existing from day one, or probably day two, is a 5-story parking garage right by AMC
Mhm.
and behind like Bar Louie and in that building. And it's 5 stories and
Plenty of
it's
room.
not full.
Yeah,
And so people feel that, oh my gosh, there's not enough parking, and that's good to have. They think, well, there's a lot of business, you know.
right, right.
But there is parking and it's convenient, you can come up the elevator and the inside and out. So I would stress, I know I attended a meeting at the chamber and a couple of the businesses came and said, well, you know, can you help us to get people to know we have parking and so that they don't leave because
Sure.
we don't have any ground parking? And I said, well, certainly, we meet with Cullinan every month and have a monthly meeting, and so they're aware of it. But it's a great thing to have.
Oh, it is.
It is, it's very nice.
What else is on the horizon that you're looking at for the city?
Well, and it's a good question. We're really gonna have a lot of projects. Certainly, University Commons is continuing. I don't know an exact date on the post office, on moving from the one on Fifth Street to the new one there at University Commons. But I heard July, but
Mhm.
I've heard things for many years, and so until it arrives and it
Certainly.
happens, it's not really true.
Certainly.
And, but that is coming well, the post office, the new post office, and then the old post office on Fifth Street will be demolished, and that whole block will be ground surface parking, because that's a challenge that the hospital has.
Right.
But it won't stay that way very long. We've asked them to focus on, it's not forever. It's, I believe, with a future plan at this time, unless it changes for finances or whatever, would be, is to have it a garage, several story garage
Great.
there, so that there's plenty of parking, because that's why
The
this
hospital
whole
needs
thing
it.
started, was
Right,
because of the
certainly.
post office. I
Right.
mean, I'm sorry, because of the hospital and their need
Their need
for
more
space.
parking.
So it's, and then we're doing a lot of projects. We'll do road projects, First Capital Drive and Kings Highway we're working on, and we're working, I ran into somebody at the bread company and they said, you know, Mayor, I've got one more street that's not been touched. Do you want me to let you know where that is so you can start working on it? Well, that's not true, but we're also looking at, looking in the future, not too far out, but we're doing Drosty and Duchenne,
Mhm.
so that diamond there. The old Schnuck store, it was Schnucks had leased it, and then when they opened the Super Schnucks in University Commons, then but they haven't, it's called, I just looked at the name this morning. They'll take half of the old Schnucks building,
Great.
and it's a place to come in, home, it's something that,
Okay, for home
and you
decor.
can, well, it's home decor, but it's also, you can get a good price on things for your home.
Oh, okay, great.
maintenance, repair, and
Contractors.
decor,
Yeah,
and all kinds of things. So
Awesome.
I don't know a date when that's gonna open, but that has been, so that whole golden, I call it the golden diamond, Drosty Duchenne,
Right,
going
right.
down, First Capital, and back. We need to pump it up, and you know what I think, and this is my thoughts, is we've got the momentum going in the city. We
Mhm.
need to keep it going.
very definitely.
Because once it stops, it's hard to get it going again.
That's very definitely.
And so we're looking at, right now, we're starting a meeting with directors and the city administrator, Larry Dabrowski. We're meeting with directors and going over their CIP budget, because we have to get it to council by July 1st.
Mhm.
So that's not far away.
No, not at all.
It's gonna be a holiday, a lot of things, just a lot of things going on.
Well, great. And we'll see everybody there on July 4th in Frontier Park.
That's right,
Big
absolutely.
festival.
Now, you're right, I think there's a little bit of a discussion on where the July 4th parade is going, and so we'll see, but there will be a July 4th parade, and certainly all the 3 days of fun and festivals in Frontier Park for July 4th will be going on, and Memorial Day's coming, and Newtown has got the Rib Fest, and
Right.
so just a lot of activities. I can't believe that summer is here. It seems like it is, you know. But appreciate also, as you said, I appreciate the Board of Realtors and their due diligence and the involvement in the community that
Thank you.
realtors do, and that the association does. We just the session ended, and
Back at work here, yeah. Well, and we're glad to be involved and glad to be part of the St. Charles community. And I want to thank you very much for being
thank
here
you.
today.
All right,
Thank you very
thank
much,
you,
Greg.
Mark. Appreciate it.